Hi guys, I'm Kathryn Blanche, author of the Layla of Midgard series, which includes Caught by Demons, Summoned by Demons, and Infiltrated by Demons. Today we're going to be talking about demons! Surprise! So, what am I talking about in my books when I say demons? So, these are probably not the demons that you're thinking of. They're a little bit different than people's idea of a demon. So when most people hear demon, they think about something related to religions, whether it's Catholicism or Christianity or another religion. Usually it refers to a type of evil creature that wants to possess you or influence you in some way to do evil or harm. But this is a little bit different in my series. In my worlds, demons are not a specific type of creature. They're not like a troll or an elf or a human. They're not like a species of creature. The demons that I'm talking about in my book series are actually an organization that comes from one of the other worlds called Muspelheim, the interdimensional maximum security prison known as Hell. So when we're talking about demons, first I need to give you a bit of a backstory on the world that they come from. As the magical creatures from the other worlds were starting to open portals and travel to different worlds and meeting new creatures, they discovered that there was this one world that was really inhospitable. I mean, you can live there, but not comfortably. The air even hurts to breathe. The magical energy there is just really caustic. And if you ever visit this place, that energy just burns itself into your skin. So anyone who can sense magic can tell that you've been to this world. Now, after some time, the magical creatures from the various kingdoms decided to start using this place as a prison, just because it was so difficult to get to and unpleasant, and they just didn't want to deal with the criminals. So when someone is sentenced to Muspelheim, we call this in my book series damning. And it is the harshest sentence that anyone in the other world can receive. These people were the worst of the worst criminals. They were practicing taboo types of magic, such as necromancy, or they were posing just a great threat to the kingdoms and to the people who lived in the other worlds. So they just sent them off to Muspelheim. Another way that you could be sentenced to Muspelheim or damned would also be if you were living in Earth before the event and you were threatening to expose your community to the humans. So say if you were a vampire and you were becoming reckless, or one of the wares, there were ways for those supernatural communities to be able to open portals, but this was very rare. But truly anybody could be sent there, whether it's human, elf, troll, giant, dragon, doesn't matter. Even the gods can be damned to hell. But once you're sent there, the gates seal and there's no portal back. So there's only a portal to this dimension. And that's what allows this whole entire world to be a prison. So how has this organization been able to form in this other world? Well, in this other world, when the prisoners have been dumped there, they've sort of just been left to their own devices. The other worlds want nothing to do with them, so once they send them through the portal shuts, it seals. Those people are free to do whatever they want in that world. There is no supervision. There's no sort of security guards in that world or anyone monitoring that activity. They're just left to their own devices. Generations passed, and there's even more people born on this world. So you have some people who are actually born into Muspelheim who are not sentenced there. So this starts to create some conflict within this world as well. So over time, you have all of these criminals being sent into this one world, and they start to create groups and then little villages and even cities. There's organizations that start to become more powerful and start to take charge. And the most powerful of these are the demons. Since in Muspelheim, you've got all these different magical creatures, or maybe non-magical creatures as well, anyone who aligns himself with this organization is considered to be a demon. Now in my books I refer to two types of demons, the lesser demons and the greater demons. Greater demons are any of the demons or the prisoners who are part of this organization in Muspelheim who have actually been to Muspelheim, so they've received an actual sentence there. Whereas the lesser demons can be anyone who lives in the other worlds, who has never been to Muspelheim, but is still aligning themselves with the demons and helping them in some way. So what do the demons want? The demons have been stuck in this horrible, nasty world that they can barely survive in, and they want out. They've decided that enough is enough. They are powerful enough to face any of the other kingdoms, and so they've decided that they're going to break free. For many years, this was thought to not be possible because there are supposed to be no portals out of Muspelheim. Yet, during the event, there are necromancers and there are demons that have appeared in Earth. So the other worlds now know that it is somehow possible for demons to escape their prison, but nobody knows quite how yet. So if there's demons that are possibly popping up on Earth, how are the characters in my book series supposed to be able to identify these demons? The best way to identify a demon is to be able to sense the magic of Muspelheim, that kind of caustic, toxic energy that I was talking about earlier. And this clings to the person who has been there, but it also can cling to other people that they come in contact with particularly often. So a character like Layla, who's able to sense and see and work with magic, she's able to read this energy off of somebody else if she's looking for it. It's not like smelling, it's more of like you have to really focus and see if you can sense this in the area around you. If she senses a large amount of this energy clinging to one person, it's a good indication that they're a greater demon. But if you sense small amounts of this energy clinging to somebody, it's also a good indication that they're a lesser demon because they've been in contact with a greater demon. This is how Layla's kind of able to track down who's working with the demons and can kind of get the rest of the team back on track with their investigations. So yeah, anything else that I can add about demons? So Muspelheim is hell, hell is Muspelheim. They are one and the same in my books. And I just use hell as a way to shorten it, but also to kind of, people are familiar with hell as a place of punishment. And this is still a place of punishment in my books, but it's a place of punishment for the living, not for the dead. So that covers demons in my book series, but if you're looking for more information about anything related to my books or my worlds, don't forget to check out my other videos. You can also find more information on my Patreon page if you subscribe there, and additional content as well. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my books if you haven't already. Have a great day and see you next time. Because this magic is so sort of clingy, that's not a good word, what's better than clingy? So lots of demons today, but I'm not talking about like these evil creatures that are like, evil creatures. Another way that you could be, I can't talk, I swear, I can never talk when I'm doing these videos.